there's that other girl who made like 40 million on OnlyFans, and she's a virgin.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
She's smart. Yeah, she like goes and dunks on people on these podcasts and shit like that.
Does she?
Yeah. She's well spoken.
I'm like baffled by this.
Wait, but does she show tits?
I
don't know
imagine there's
anything
like
about the
some
OnlyFans,
sexually
but I know she's a
explicit
virgin
content,
and
but
these
she
guys
hasn't
kinda-
had sex yet.
Yeah.
And like,
No,
I mean-
but that's that weird group of guys that like, you know, the ones that were waiting for fucking Bad Bunny or Bad Bobby to turn 18. Bad baby, whatever, to turn 18, and then her fucking gram goes crazy. I'm like, so that means you're looking at her at 17.
countdown.
Yeah.
Oh, this might not be.
So that shit is nasty. Anybody, those types of pages, that shit.
But is this girl
Nasty work.
18 years old, or is she
I believe this is the girl that's
This is not the girl I.
Sophie Rain?
She's 20, it says.
So she's 20 years old, very attractive girl,
Yeah.
and she's a virgin, but I imagine she shows, you know, sexy pics or whatever.
That's genius, actually.
But like, what does this say about the male psyche? There's far more interest in a girl who is beautiful and not fucking than there is in a girl who is fucking everyone.
Yeah. It's just the human psyche. You want something that not everybody has access to.
But they technically have access to the look, right? Like if she's showing her boobs, etc. I'm not trying to discredit your point. I agree with you. But like, so we're okay with you showing off your body. That to us isn't disgusting. It's the second things enter it.
I think we can justify it also because there is an idea of purity attached to her still.
Yeah.
She's showing off her body, but she's still purer than us. She's never had sex. So how I'm allowed to indulge in this guilt-free and not feel like, oh, I'm participating in this blah, blah, blah. This is an empowered girl. She holds on to her morals, does something she's comfortable with. I feel no guilt. She's hot. Let's go.
It's guilt-free. It's guilt-free. Wow.
And she's more attractive because she's holding on to her chastity. So it's like a commodity.
Yes, she doesn't. You don't feel that same, like the other girl, you feel gross. You're like, what did this poor girl go through? That like sex means nothing to her.
Yeah.
That it's like dapping somebody up. This other girl, we'd like to believe that she didn't go through that.
Yeah.
She's just a super hot girl and she's, you know, making money off OnlyFans because guys want to see her naked. But that is way more like guys are paying money to have fake conversations with her on OnlyFans to the tune of $40 million. This girl had to fuck 1,000 guys for us to talk about her on the pod, and we still don't even know her name.
Yeah.
And it's not like the Sophie Rain girl is like that much more beautiful than the other girl.
Yeah, they're both hot girls.
They're both hot girls.
Yeah.
And the only reason we're talking about the 1,000 guy girl is because she did something that we think is disgusting.
Yeah.
We're not going, oh my God, she's beautiful. They're paying $40 million for this virgin because they're like, holy shit, look how hot this girl is.
Yeah.
That she somehow managed to be this hot and not have sex.
Yeah. Yeah, I think men are drawn to like the scope, right? It's ultra purity and chastity while like still being seductive and teasing. And then the other side is like full degradation. And I think that is like splitting the male psyche.
But are there guys that are into the fact that she's fucked all these dudes? Is that like a kink for them?
I mean, certainly. I imagine that is a part of it. I mean, I think that's kind of a part of like most porn, to be honest with you. It's like there is like a degraded element where like seeing beautiful women be degraded is validating for men. And so I think that is taking it to like its like farthest logical conclusion.
Apparently, Bonni Blue is making, the girl who had sex with 1,000 people is making $700,000 a month. On OnlyFans.
Wow.
And she did a thing in November of 2023 where she went around to British colleges and slept with any student and if she could post it online.
Jesus.
Wild.
Different times, man.
So I think it is that like polar, you know, like pull kind of thing.
Wow.
40 mil.
That's $3.5 million a month.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What a world.
She making more money than Jalen Hurts. Isn't that fucking crazy?
That is wild.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah. But what is his contract?
It's probably around the same, but just like an NFL quarterback. She's getting paid like an NFL, like a good NFL quarterback.
Yeah.
No CTE, no sex even.
Yeah.
She's making
Do we
almost
believe
LeBron
she's a
money.
virgin?
That's where the only reason I believe it is because she's made so much money having virginity attached to it, that there would be some dude, if he smashed, that would come out and be like, nah, I hit it. Like, think about how many dudes came out and they were talking shit about Travis Hunter and his...
Oh, yeah.
Right? Like, it wasn't every dude who DM'd her like, oh, look, she's in my DMs, blah, blah, blah. Like, there's a pile-on. Yeah. Or some hating ass bitch would be like, oh, no, one of my friends slept with her. She's lying. She shouldn't make all that money. Yeah, there's something unsettling about this.
It's because you have a daughter now, dude.
You think that's something to do with it? Yeah.
As you twist your wedding ring in concern?
Yeah. Fuck. Like, you want to talk to her and figure out what the fuck happened.
Yeah.
I need to know why it's so meaningless.
Curl Dad Schulz is so funny. I just want to get through to it.
But y'all don't have girls and you feel the same way too, aren't you? Like, why? I need to know why you don't care at all. Nothing? No concern?
I mean, I feel it intellectually, but I'm less like disturbed.
Yeah,
I think. Probably
correct.
the same integral level
Correct.
that you are.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I just think you're disgusting. That's it.
And then where do you go from here? Once you already have that, once you have 1,000 bodies in 12 hours, it's like...
But then I think there's some dudes, like Mark said, that like that shit. Now it's going to be some dudes that want to wife up the girl with the world record.
Wifing up.
But now she could never do less than 1,000.
No, I think she can go back to normal.
But she can't be like,
You can't
I
promote
fucked
it.
200 guys this weekend. We'd be like, all right. Like,
I watched the documentary about the girl who did 100, and
you would watch the doc and not the fucking. Why don't you watch the fucking?
What do you think he meant, bro?
no, I didn't watch the fucking.
No, he watched. Somebody did a documentary about it. You watched the gay parts.
Dude,
There's a girl getting fucked.
Yeah, Benzelli.
You could get all the same information.
No, I want to know the psyche about it and like.
All right,
why
I feel
and
you
all
on that.
shit.
What was she doing?
Bro,
You got him.
I watched the documentary and then I read a bunch of articles about it, and a bunch of psychologists were saying that she basically is using sex as self-harm. Like, she had no idea what she was doing.
It's like cutting, right?
Yeah, similar. Like, she basically is like using it as a form of like body
Mutilation.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And there was a guy though in the documentary, like that so all these people signed up, and she didn't really have a full understanding. It was sort of fucked the way it all happened. She cries then. It's very sad.
Yeah.
But one of the guys wanted to be last.
That's the only part that I got turned on by, actually.
Okay.
That's
crazy.
But there's a guy
Like, that's when I started jerking off. I was like, all right, we getting somewhere. This is what I'm talking about. Some real authentic emotion. Keep it up. Keep it up.
there's a guy who wanted to be last, like legitimately like requested. He's like, I'll show up, but I want to be last. And I was like, that's crazy.
That's so crazy.
Nah.
I've done that at a comedy show before. I get that.
Go on.
Yeah, like, can I go at the end?
Man, the ego he must have. I wonder if they measure the guys. Because like, she got to say you can't have like a bludgeon. Like, you can't, you know what I mean?
Top
Like,
especially,
or just at any time. It's like, that's got to be way more taxing. Like, a guy with like a 12-inch dick is like taking 4 dicks.
That's true.
They could add that. That should be part of the metric. Like if you got a 12-incher, that's 2 at least. And you add that into the number.
It's like a total of inches, really.
Yeah.
It's like buying pizza at like a cool shop.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, how many inches of dick do you think she took down? Right? If it's like what, 2.5 average?
So,
1,000?
we can do the math on this.
So the doctor or whatever who was diagnosing her with this, or was like a therapist or something?
It was actually an article after I read that was basically like reviewing it. Yeah. And yeah, they were just like, yeah, it's probably a pretty, it's self-harm. It's basically self-harm. And she really didn't do a bunch of research on it, but yeah.
That's the review?
All right. Yeah.
What did Roger Ebert say? I'm trying to get the full
5,454 inches of dick. I did the math.
Wow.
5.61 inches average times 1,057.
That's
How many
solid.
feet is that? Divide that by 12, yo.
Yeah, how tall is that? Like, is that a building?
Son, that's like 600 feet of dick.
She took
454 feet.
Of dick. She took a football field of dick.
Can you divide 454 by 10?
Yeah. 45.4.
She took a 45-story building worth of dick.
Jesus Christ, dog.
Nice.
Wow. That's how much dick she took. Look at that. Look at the amount
That's
of dick.
crazy, dog.
Wow.
It kind of makes it impressive when you think about it.
Yeah, right? You're almost looking at the Coliseum.
Now it's like
wow.
a feat. Yeah, now it's... honestly, this might be flipping me.
Yeah.
I'm impressed with this bitch.
Human beings are capable of so much.
Yeah, it's
right?
crazy.
It's just like a triumph of just the human spirit.
It really is.
Yeah, I mean, it's just remarkable.
How do we use her?
I think we did.
No, like for the benefit of America.
Like militarily or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe put her on the front line somewhere.
I mean, these are the type of women where it's like you could make them honeypots, you know?
Yeah.
And like you can still do your horse shit, extract information while you're doing it and, you know, benefit your country. Now you're a hero.
But if you're willing to bang 1,000 guys, I don't know if you can honeypot. It's like, hey, what'd you learn from the Taliban? Like, I sucked off a bunch of them. And you're like, did you get the main guy? She's like, no, I was sucking off the other guy.
No, but they canceled all their terrorism plans. They're pretty relaxed right now.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's been used as a warfare tactic. I'm pretty sure the U.S. did that. I forget where. But
stop talking about your grandma like that. Come on, son.
Come on.